What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Atypical Security Guard, finishing up my day. Thought I would do a quick tap in, answer some questions. If you guys have any questions about the security industry, if you have any questions about anything, you can drop them here. We'll see if anybody shows up for this live stream. It's been a while since I've done a live stream. I've been crazy busy, and have been putting more time into creating content, digital content, and don't really have a lot of time for the live streams. But I do have about 20 minutes today, so I am here, and I am open to any questions that you might have. And this is a completely free forum in terms of what you're asking or what you're talking about. Anything and everything is on the table, as long as it's respectful. Jack Spade Productions, good to see you, my man. Yeah, it's been a while. I have not done a live stream in a long time. My schedule is so different now. Whereas before, I had so much, I kind of had like a 30-minute period that was baked into my schedule that worked out perfect for me to be able to do live streams at the end of the night. And now, as soon as I get off work, I got to get to jiu-jitsu, and I just don't have that time. But I am getting more time to make actual digital content, which I really appreciate. So, am I going to grab a Staccato? Not with my budget, no. I'm pretty tapped right now. I'm pretty tapped financially, so there won't be any gun purchases anytime soon. I'm a Glock guy too. You know, for work purposes, for the actual job, I feel more comfortable and confident with Glock. And then on a concealed carry side, you know, I'm a snub-nosed revolver guy. I would never really carry anything other than a snub-nosed revolver. So I really don't have the finances or the need for a Staccato. Anna says, I'm a female guard. I love the career field. Anna, what city are you in? And if you don't want to tell us what city you're in, what state are you in? And not only what state are you in, but what type of security do you do? Are you working patrol security, static site security? Are you working at a hospital, working at a school? So many different things that you can do in the security industry. So share with me where and what you're doing. Finney Finster, ayo, what's good? Anytime somebody writes the word "cuh," it makes me think about what was his name? What was the dude that was in Fast and Furious that died in the car wreck? What is that? Why am I not able to remember this dude's name? Fuck. What is his name? What is the white dude from Fast and Furious? Somebody give me this guy's name. It's right on the tip of my tongue, and I cannot remember what the dude's name is. Anyway, he's got that famous line, and I think it's Fast and Furious 2 that people always joke about. Paul Walker, thank you. Oh my God. Who was that? Detachment Bravo. Thank you, Paul Walker. Yes. All right. Detachment Bravo 2 says, love from Oklahoma City. Please keep the content coming, bud. Paul Walker. Man, Oklahoma. The last time I was in Oklahoma was 2005. Oklahoma City. That's 20 years ago. Oh my God. Wow. Huh. Sheesh. Hey, off topic. The last time I was in Oklahoma, I was teaching a camp, a sports camp. It's irrelevant at the moment, but I was teaching a sports camp, and the owners of the facility, husband and wife, they were like, yeah, if you come and teach this camp, you know, it's going to be like a week long. You can stay at our place, blah, blah, blah. Man, I get over to these people's house, and, you know, we have some dinner. Y'all already know where this is going. We have some dinner. The drinks come out. They're like, yo, let's hit the hot tub. We get in the hot tub, and before you know it, here comes the bullshit, right? Here comes just like the little hints, the little innuendos, the conversation, and I ended up having to dip out. It was, yeah, it got mad awkward. I ended up getting a hotel for the rest of the week. So I probably shouldn't go down that road and share that story, but you guys get the point. That was the last time I was in Oklahoma. Finney Fenster says he subbed. Hey, thanks for subscribing, man. I appreciate it. Benny says Salem, maybe? Let's see here. Somebody says, I know what you're talking about. I was like, yeah. I'm gonna be sharing a video. I didn't have a chance to get to it while I was working on stuff today because I was getting other content out. It's gonna be a breakdown of an Allied Universal Guard that basically he's trying to do his job, and I don't want to come down too hard on the guy because I mean he's out of control, he's out of pocket, go figure, right? But I think that his heart's in the right place, and I think that it's an issue of not understanding training, maybe not being trained properly. This seems to be a huge issue with not just Allied Universal, but security across the board. So I'm going to be breaking down this video because he basically makes himself the aggressor. And it's very important for you guys to understand and realize and recognize, and I'm sure most of you do, that you cannot put yourself in a position where your actions cause somebody else to respond in a way that causes you to respond with more force, right? You can't claim self-defense or defending of a third party or property in a situation where you've been the instigator and you've initiated this contact. And a lot of times private security guards don't understand or take into account that the way that you're posturing, the proximity to people that you're in front of or around, whether or not you put your hand close to your firearm or on your firearm, all of those things can constitute you being the aggressor, and some of them constitute assault. You don't have to touch somebody to assault somebody. Remember, it's usually called assault and battery. The battery is the actual touching of someone, the actual physical contact. The assault can be putting someone in reasonable fear. And if you're an armed guard, it's very easy to do that, very easy to step across that line. So I'm going to be breaking down that video. I think I'll probably do it tomorrow if I can't get to it tonight. But really important for us to remember that because, you know, super easy to get yourself in a lot of trouble. Let's see what we got here on these comments here. Jack Spade Production. Yeah, I'm not sure. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt. I don't think he's trying to be disrespectful or anything. Detachment Bravo 2. Yep, that's how you catch a case. Absolutely. Finster says, I'm serving in the military here in Ireland. Wow, we use the Strayer AG and the HK USP. Have you had any hands-on time? The only HK, I think I used to own an HK. I don't remember what the actual firearm number was, but there for a short period of time I bought an HK pistol. I didn't like the grip though. I didn't like the grip angle. But if you're in Ireland, my sister used to live in Ireland. She married a guy from Ireland. She lived there for 5 years. So that was crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. Somebody got put in timeout. We don't play games over here. Get your head cut off. My man Jack Spade Productions, he's quick with the hammer. I appreciate that. All right, let me see here. Hang on a second. Let me get rid of this dude here. I'm gonna hide this dude. I think sometimes we end up getting like 15-year-olds in here that are just... Somebody said, what's up, old head? Man, y'all see all this gray hair? Look at that. I saw a picture of me before I moved to Portland. My hair was jet black. Jet black. The 5 years that I've been here in Portland, man, I have just gone straight silverback. Straight silverback gorilla. Like, everything is just... I mean, my hair is pretty much white. It's pretty much completely white. But you know what, though? It's all good. I'm not going to even complain, man. I'm going to be really honest with you guys. I never in a million years thought that I would live past 30. I didn't. I didn't really see a future for myself. And you guys know that I deal with depression. I deal with a lot of issues. And sometimes, like, I'm just so happy to see myself getting older. And it's like, man, you have a purpose. You have a You have a calling, you're doing something that's making an impact, and there's a need for you here. And the gray hair symbolizes change, man. It's like the leaves change on the trees. That's a symbol. That's a symbol of a changing of the seasons. My gray hair is a symbol of the changing of the seasons, because I have not always been like this. I have not always been introspective. I've not always been measured and calm. I've not always been the type of person that thinks about other people's perspectives. I haven't always been like this. Like the person that you guys see, the person that tries to teach and educate, the person that, you know, makes these videos or that you see on the news, that's not the guy that I was 10 years ago. It's not the guy that I was 5 years ago, right? It's been a lot of pain, a lot of heartache, a lot of mistakes. It's been a lot of growing just to get to this point. And I'm still not perfect. I'm not perfect by any means. I make mistakes. I don't make all the right choices. I do fucked up shit. I'm not perfect at all, right? But I'm better today than I used to be. And I'm proud of that. And those gray hairs are a symbol of that. So it's all good. Chris, the creator, says, hi there, I'm new. You are welcome here. We're happy that you're here. Yeah. Somebody says Portland will do that to you. Yeah, man, it's been stressful. It's been a stressful 5 years. I ain't gonna lie to you guys, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's been stressful. It has been rough. It has been a rough, hard, stressful 5 years working in Portland. I mean, I haven't even shared with you guys half the shit that I've dealt with and gone through here. It's crazy. Finster says, not old, just experienced. I prefer seasoned. My man is seasoned, right? Anna says, protecting people takes your mind off of your personal downfalls. That's true. Anna, that is so true. Very good point. Yeah. Part of what I love about working in the environment that I'm in now, because you guys know I went from working retail security to working patrol security. Working patrol security, I don't have time to think about what I'm dealing with. Like, I'm on the street. Even right now, I'm making this video. There's 15 homeless people in the vicinity of where I'm sitting right now. Most of them know my truck. Most of them know who I am. Like, I don't feel like I'm in any sort of danger, but you kind of always are. But when I'm working that patrol, when I'm walking the streets, I'm in a district, there's so much going on. There's so many problems to be dealt with, so many things to attend to that you don't have time to think about what you're going through. And I agree with her. That's so true. It takes your mind off your own personal bullshit. G-Style Driver, what's up, dog? How you doing, man? Nice to see you. James Bond asked the question that I get asked all the time. Have you ever tried to become a police officer? Yes. There have been 3 times that I have put a legit effort into becoming a police officer. In 2020, I was given an offer by my home city in Missouri, but I was moving to Portland, so I did not take that offer. When I first got to Portland, I applied with several departments. I had several interviews where I got to the board. I'm not going to name the agencies, but I had offers from 2 agencies. One was at a college, and one was another local department. Both of those at the time, you know, Portland was in such a weird position because it was during the riots, it was during the protest. The city was literally on fire, and I didn't know if I wanted to go down that road, considering what I was doing in security. As I've gotten older, I'm 47 right now, I really like where I'm at. Making content like this, doing news interviews, being able to have some autonomy and be able to do the kind of the things that I want to do. I can't do that working for a police department. I can't. I'm very politically involved here. There's some things coming down the pipe in the next couple of months politically that I want to get involved in, that the company's going to help me move towards that. You can't do that in law enforcement. There's just different things that I want to do that don't fit in with law enforcement. That's number one. Number two, I'm just at that age where like I don't want to work in like a military type environment, like having to either cover up my tattoos or wear a certain hairstyle, like all the things that comes with working in that environment. I'm just kind of over it. I mean, there's still standards and there's still a professional expectation for the company that I work for, clearly, but there's just a lot more that goes into being a police officer on the peripheral that I don't want to be a part of. And a lot of the politics I don't agree with either. And so I like where I'm at. I really like where I'm at now. That it does. Love having good interactions with people. Yes. What's some advice on escaping the rat race and earning what you're worth in security? This comes from, I can't pronounce it. Something tactical. I'm sorry. I'm an idiot. The rat race. I think you have to find what's important to you. The company that I worked at before, what was important to me was making the most amount of money in the shortest amount of time. And I was able to make decent money. I was able to get a house. Like, I was able to do a lot of the things that I wanted to do. But at the same time, I put on about 30 pounds, 40 pounds, and I wasn't happy with standing in one spot, basically. Like, I don't want to say that I wasn't having an impact where I worked, because I was. Matter of fact, I went into that location yesterday to see one of my old coworkers, and the amount of people, customers, employees, other security guards, like the amount of love that people showed me, it was really moving. It was. I had so many people that were like, dude, like we miss you here. And I had customers that were like, you know, where have you been? What's going on? Like, it was good to feel like people appreciated what I brought to the table and appreciated like the way that I did things. But at the same time, like, that just was not meeting my needs, right? And the people that I was working for, the upper management, like the CEOs and all those people at the very top, they just weren't very nice people. They weren't really appreciative. And you know, I had gone to some of the bosses maybe 2 years ago, and I was like, hey, I'm getting my degree in like 2 or 3 months. I'm gonna be getting my degree, and I would love to work in like a management positions. I got my executive director's license. I've got my NRA certification. I want to go and get like TASER certified to teach TASER, to teach OC. I've got this YouTube channel where, you know, I'm getting a big following, and I feel like we can do some things in terms of training people to be better in security. Like, I would love to help in any way, and I would love to just offer my services. And the bosses were like, it's never going to happen. Matter of fact, the main boss told my direct supervisor, he was like, where does he get off thinking that he can ask me these questions? Like, who is he to talk to me about these things? Like, he's not in any position. He doesn't have any background. Like, he's in no position to come to me and say that he should be training people. That was their thought process, right? He's in no position to inquire about moving up. There is no advancement. He's a security guard. If he wants to work here, he's going to work as a security guard, and that's it. That was literally the mindset of the people that were above me. And I, to a large degree, for a lot longer than I should have, I accepted that. Like, I took that information and I was like, maybe I'm not good enough. Like, maybe I'm not good enough. Maybe I'm not smart enough. Maybe I'm not like educated enough, right? And so, like, I had put myself out there and said that I would pay for training and do all these things so that I could help the other guards who were working for that company. But then, you know, the owners of Echelon were like, bro, like, why are you accepting that? Like, we appreciate what you're doing. We see what you're doing. We see the impact that you're making. We respect who you are. We respect what you bring to the table. Come do that over here. You want to advance? We have advancement opportunities. You want to, you know, go and interview Jocko Willink? We can make that happen. You want to go and do videos in California and New Mexico? You want to go, you know, the opportunities that are literally within grasp right now for me with this company, it's crazy. I just left, case in point, I just left our office where the training coordinator and I were looking at jiu-jitsu mats, because we're going to be putting an area in the training location where we can all practice jiu-jitsu. The company that I'm working for now, they're giving us a monthly stipend to pay for jiu-jitsu training. Like, my ability to make videos like this or go out and shoot content, anything and everything to help push the industry forward and to get the message about private security in Portland and how we're different, I'm able to do that. If I want to get certified to become a trainer and help the guys that are in our company or other people that are in the area, they will help facilitate that. Like, it's fucking amazing, right? So my point, to answer your question, right? You have to find what's important to you. And the rat race does not have to be a rat race. You should not kill yourself to make ends meet. You should not feel like you're working and that it doesn't matter. You shouldn't be putting time into the industry and not feel that you're getting anything out of it. The best way to not find yourself in that situation is to find companies that have the same values that you do. And you have to be able to articulate what your values are. I value training. I value communication. I value utilizing these digital platforms. I commented on somebody's post today. Somebody had put a post out where they tagged me in it, and they were talking about the fact that I share and upload body camera footage. Now, if you've been following my channel for more than 3 to 4 months, if you go back 4 to 5 months, I've always been anti body camera. You can find videos not too far down my video feed where I'm like, hey, I don't agree with body cameras. I don't think we should be utilizing body cameras. And I've listed my top 5 reasons why security guards should not use body cameras. But that was me having a limited view of the importance of that information. The company that I work for now, there's a process of being able to upload that information. I can't just shoot a video and just upload it. Like, I work for people. It has to go through an improvement process, but it is so important for us to show and share what we experience. The average person in Albuquerque, the average person in middle of America, Missouri, the average person, hell, the average person in Portland, they don't understand what we do in private security. Anybody that's on this page right now watching this video, if you're a security guard, most people in your family, most people in your circle, they have no clue what you experience. They think in their mind that we're all Paul Blart. They think in their mind that we're all Craig and Day-Day. They think in their mind that we're all mall cops. No disrespect to mall cops, right? But the idea around what we do on a daily basis, what we experience, what we go through, they have no clue. So short of me sharing a video where a crazed homeless person is ripping apart his tent and calling me nigger 70 times and shaking a dolly at me or holding up a knife, whatever. Short of sharing those videos, how do people understand what we experience? I shared a video of a homeless female that had a knife that was this long, right? My interaction of talking to her, how I talked to her, how I got her off of property without drawing a firearm, because we all know that 90% of cops in that same situation would have drawn their firearm and been well within their rights to do so, because they can articulate, this woman has a huge knife. I don't know who this person is, right? But for me to be able to show that interaction, that jovial conversation, I still was 10 to 15 feet away from this person behind a car. I'm not an idiot, right? But by sharing those videos, by articulating what we go through, by having these types of dialogues, that's how I end up on national television. You guys, I don't just send out an email and ask the news to come and interview me. I don't reach out to Fox News and beg them to put me on their channels. The reason why I end up on local news and national news is because I articulate what we go through in private security and I share that information. For those of you who don't understand, I have a degree in communication. This is literally what I want to do in our industry, and everything that I put out is by design. The information that I disseminate, the things that I put up, the videos that I make, the shorts that I create, it is all to create this narrative around our industry. Because if we don't share the real narrative of what we experience, other people are going to do it for us. All the time, people comment what private security's job is, what private security can do, what private security can't do, how much private security guards make. All of the time, I read these comments, and 99.9% of the time, they're wrong. They're wrong. Because these people aren't in the industry. And if they are in the industry, they're not in the industry in Portland. They're not in the industry where people are dealing with what we're dealing with. So we have to share that information. We have to paint that picture. We have to make sure that we are the ones who are leading the charge for what it means to be a private security guard in 2025. It's not the same in 2025 that it was in 1984. We're doing so much more. We're so much more involved. We're so much more critical. We're so much more important. Our jobs are so much more intricate. I just went on a very long rant. Let me check these comments here before I get out of here. Okay, let's see here. And Paul Blart was the man. He gets a lot of hate. He doesn't deserve it. Okay, so tactical for a moment. King Poker, not sure if you've covered this before. Have you looked into executive protection, or is that really not something that you're interested in? I'm going to be 100% honest with you. My abilities in executive protection are probably at the base level. And at the base level, I get access to that type of work. I have done executive protection for news agencies. I've done executive protection for low-level dignitaries, mayors, things like that. I've been around some of those things, but my expertise is not really at a level where comfortably and confidently that's where I should be. I'm much better doing the things that I'm doing. That was King's Poker. The Great Heather, good evening. What are your thoughts about AI security robots? Yeah, and security drones. I'm the first full-time security, Casey, Missouri. I'm from Kansas City, Missouri. To be replaced by an AI robot. I'm so sorry to hear that. So I like hearing others. We have security robots that are roving through Portland. The funny thing is that they get knocked over and people, break into them, steal the copper or whatever out of them. But it's coming, guys. I've made multiple videos about AI, security robots, all of those things. And unfortunately, as security guards, we haven't helped our case. We've made it easier for us to be replaced by not showing up, by calling off, by not being where you're supposed to be, not being dependable, going overboard, overreacting. We've made it very easy for AI and for the robot industry to kind of take our spots. But at the end of the day, robots and AI can't interact with people like an actual security guard. So what's going to end up happening is the people at the bottom are going to be absolutely wiped out. And the cream is going to rise to the top. There's going to be less opportunities to make good money as a private security guard. If you're, and this is no shot at you, the person that asked this question, I'm just saying in general, if you're a bottom feeder, you're not going to survive. They're gonna turn that over to AI. They're gonna turn that over to robots, and you're gonna have to bring something to the table outside of, hey, I can walk around and look at this and fill out a daily observation report. You have to do more than that. But no shot against you at all. And I've made multiple videos about that. Anna says, what's the difference and benefit of the NRA certification versus state regulatory board certification for your state? So the NRA certification is for me to be a pistol instructor. I am a firearm safety instructor and a basic pistol instructor. So basically that means that I can teach a live fire concealed carry handgun class. That's it. Your state certifications are going to be way more in depth, way more intricate, and are going to be connected to you being able to actually work in the industry. The NRA certification is for civilian use. Unless you have the NRA post certification, which is a whole big deal, and I'm nowhere near that. Night Pod, I use your cigarette. Oh, okay. Night Pawn says, I use your cigarette technique. It's the best de-escalation maneuver. It's gotten me out of the pinch a few times. Cigarettes and $2. Carry $2 on you. Just two, not 5, not 10. Carry $2 and put it in your back pocket, and only use it when someone is literally at the breaking point. It has saved me more times than I can count. Elijah Smith, I could never overcome not doing them thing. Okay, wait. Elijah, I'm not sure. Okay, wait. Yeah, I'm not really sure what your comment means, and I'm having a hard time understanding it. You guys still with me here? All right. Sorry, we had a small issue that came up, so sorry about that. All right, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream here. Let me see if there's anything else. I could tell you have a degree, great communicator, very articulate. Thank you. I appreciate that, man. That's awesome. Awesome. Property went from making ton of that. All right. Hey guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get off here, okay? I'm done with my day, and I'm glad we were able to connect and do a live stream. It's been a long time, but we'll do it again, okay? All right, I gotta go.